Hey, all you zealots and zerglings, it's time for some more 3 West Classic tournament action. Yes, I know it has been a long time since I've released a game from this tournament, and I thought it dead in the water, but there seems to be some renewed interest, maybe a renewed push to get it going forward again, to see if we can actually get anywhere with get anywhere near the conclusion. And I know this is probably the longest tournament in the history of tournaments of this size. But let's just get right into action. This is game 2 between myself, MadHive, spawning here in the south portion of the Shattered Temple, going up against Mike, the Orange Protoss in the north. Now, it's been a long time, but if you'll recall, if you don't recall, you can go back and watch the game again. I did take game 1, so this is a must-win for Mike if he wants to keep going. He's asking about the speed. We don't need to worry about that right now. And we are in cross positions, always a good position for a Zerg to be in, because it allows them to go a little more macro heavy. It also keeps the enemy from getting to their bases quick, because at least on Protoss, fast zealots in your base means very sad panda. But he's just getting up his gateway right now at, oh, what would that be? Is that a, oh, that 11 gate? That's maybe even a 10 gate. That seems like a pretty early gate. And not yet getting any gas, which, yeah, he doesn't want to cut out too many probes on minerals, because he's going to need those minerals. Throwing down a second pylon. So far, I've not done anything yet. Oh, no, just about to go. I believe this is where I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to throw down my hatch at 15 at my expansion. I believe at this point, no, I don't know where he is yet. I'm just now, oh, actually, I do know where he is, because I scouted over here, and there's nothing, and I scouted over here and there's nothing. So I did, even though my drone hadn't made it there yet, I knew where he was, so I figured it's pretty safe to expand. It doesn't look like he's going for any sort of aggressive build right now. And just getting up my gas right now, so even going for the greedy build, because I'm not expecting any pressure whatsoever. And just getting up his first zealot, he's probably not going to be in a position to put any up, and getting that core out. Now, if you were going for some sort of 2-gate pressure, or even a proxy 2-gate, then yeah, I'd probably be in deep trouble. Although I suppose even an early timing attack probably could be a problem for me, because it's going to be a while before I get any Zerglings up. Or Queens, or Spines, or anything. I'm just basically on drones right now. And he could possibly take advantage of that, getting out a second zealot. Cybercore just finishing. He might have wanted to wait for that to finish so he could get up a sentry instead, perhaps, although just getting his gas down, I guess that's not possible, which means not only are his sentries and stalkers going to be delayed, but that also means that his warp gate research is going to be delayed. So he's going to just be on zealots for a while. Not great, but, you know, but against Zerglings, they are pretty good, but if I try to run probes around his base or try to snipe one in after another, his zealots can't really chase me down that easily, and at the very least I could deny him considerable mining time. Looks like my expansion's up, 2 queens on the way, Zergling speed on the way, and my first couple Zerglings, and we have our first stalker. So he's got 3 zealots out, his first stalker is coming on the way. How is he going for his probe count? His probe count's actually ahead of me right now, which if he's using his chrono boosts, he's not using his chrono boosts. Yet somehow he's still ahead of me, but I haven't kicked in my macro yet. My first queen's up, so I'm going to start getting those injects in. I can pull way ahead. Oh, I've already tied him up right there a little bit, but you know, once I get my injects going and double queens to boot, I'll be just fine. I will be just fine. And oh, he's throwing down 2 more gateways now, so definitely a gate-heavy build. Doesn't look like he's prepping for an expansion yet. He could go 3-gate into an expand. Really throwing down the pylons, making sure that these gates do not go down unpowered. That Cybernetics core is a little bit more questionable, but frankly, if that pylon goes down before warp gate technology finishes, then that's just an utter failure at the front here. And we have this guy to blame. I'm pretty sure it would be all his fault. Yeah, I'm talking to you. So, oh, triple stalker production now. Really going heavy for attacking units, not going for any sort of sentries, which sentries can be deadly to Zerglings, which is the only technology I've got going for me right now. But I'm getting my lair up, getting a second gas, and probably going to get some gas in my expansions. Oh, keeping those links active. I got the watchtower, so I can see any approach that's coming here, and I'm starting to work on those rocks. Takes forever for Zerglings to knock down rocks, and I want to start securing a third as soon as I can. Very hard to do on this map to secure a fast third. And if we check the income right now, and it looks like, yep, I have used my injects to great effect, and I've gotten well ahead of him and thrown down my first Evo Chamber. But he has finally now expanded, and he's got to be using those Chrono Boosts, if not on his Warp Gate, then on his probes, which he seems to have stopped making right now. Can't stop making probes, especially with an expansion going up. He's got to keep that probe production up, and he definitely can't afford it. But he seems to be concentrating more on his ground army right now. A couple more Stalkers coming out. Not fully using his Warp Gates just yet, but yeah, he's getting there. Another Stalkers. Looks like he's gone. He got his Zealots out. Now he wants to go pretty heavy into Stalkers, but you know, Speedlings, not bad against Stalkers. They get a good surround, and the Stalkers are in a lot of trouble. Now, if he were to get Blink out, that will help a little bit, help him kind of get out of, you know, surround situations. But still, he's gonna need some support of some Zealots and Sentries probably if he wants to go against an all-Ling army. But right now, he's not scouted at all. He's not left the confines of his main or his natural, so he does not know what's on his way. Which right now looks like it's going to be a Spire, which is, you know, pretty standard. Zerg don't always go Spire against Protoss, but I thought it was going to be a safe bet. I wasn't sure. I don't think I was really too worried about Phoenix or maybe High Templar, but you never know. You never know what he's going to throw at you. Almost surprised not to see any Void Rays yet. He is getting a Robo Bay out, and now he's got his second base up. He might want to start considering throwing down a bit more production facilities. He definitely can afford more off of 2 base, but he also has to keep going with his pro production. And he's using his Nexus to start building probes again. It probably could have started that sooner, but he started it up again. But definitely can use the Chrono Boost on those because he's got some catching up to do, as he is way behind in the Harvester count right now. Oh, and he's got a sneaky Overseer spying on his base, trying to see what kind of tech I have to deal with. And I'm going to see that right now it's just Robotech. Oh, just getting an Observer out, which is probably good. Oh, looks like the Marines have started working on some more rocks right now, as these have been plainly busted down. And he's not even, oh, he's not doing anything right now. And I'm throwing up a macro hatch right now, getting the +1 armor upgrade for my Zerglings. And it looks like he did spot that Changeling, but the Changeling did see some stuff. Oh, but he didn't see the Robotics Bay going down, so we are going to be seeing Colossus Tech coming out right now. And he's going to be doing a little push out? No. No, and he's not going to push out, although he might want to use that Observer to scout. Oh, he is going to be scouting with that Observer. I'm not sure if, well, I guess he has to fly it this way. He hasn't scouted. He doesn't know that I'm not at these bases. And he saw my Changeling. He probably figures there's some sort of Overseer in that direction, so there could be a base there. So he's going to scout around. He's not going to see that expansion. He will see these Mutalisks, because if he was paying attention, the Mutalisks went right past that Observer. That is a big clue for him, but is he going to notice it? Was he paying attention to the mini-map? I'm not so sure that he was. And sending another Observer out in the other direction. Third base going down right now. Oh, he's going to start spying everything. He's going to see some spines at the front, which is going to tell him that that's probably not a good place to enter. He did not scout the main. He did not scout the main. He has no idea what tech's going on. If he did not see those Mutalisks, he does not know what's coming his way at all. All he saw was some Lings. It's the only thing he knows right now, and a lot of creep he sees. Definitely a lot of creep, and that's going to make any Protoss nervous. Look at this. There's even creep up right here. There's creep where my creep tumors can't even see. Oh, but the Mutalisks are poking in right now. He's got nothing here. He does have the Twilight Council going up. Perhaps for Blink, perhaps for some Templar tech. Doesn't look like there's anything going down for that yet, but his probes are in big trouble right now. And oh, here come the Stalkers to help defend. The Mutalisks are going to swing around, take a few shots, but then they're going to be right here into the natural. He does pretty quick response getting those probes out of there. He knew the attack was coming, but he's going to take a little bit of losses here. Oh, I gotta watch my Mutalisks now. I gotta get my Mutalisks out of there. He does snipe one, but a lot of damage done. We check the units lost right now, 650 to 200, which is just that Mutalisk. It's all he's been able to get so far. And now his forces are out front here, and it looks like I'm gonna try to, am I gonna go retreat or maybe swing around? Oh, no, it looks like I'm retreating right now. And his Observer is gonna be able to just barely catch a glimpse of that if he was paying attention, and he's gonna send his probes back to work, but does not quite have any defense. It has started at that Colossus Tech. I don't think I've seen it yet, although I probably have seen the Robo Bay, so I know that Colossus Tech is a possibility. And we have any response for that. Getting +1 attack for my Mules, +1 attack for my Zerglings, and getting a second Evo Chamber. Oh, and those mules look like they're ready for another attack. They've bolstered their numbers. And here they come in. There's no defenses up here. His army is... Where is his army at? His army's back at his natural. He probably thought maybe I was going to swing back there, but I swung all the way around. I'm going to take out the Templar. Oh, take out the Twilight Council, so no blink is going to be coming. Going to try to go for the Cybernetics Core, but that's not going to work. And going to try to snipe that pylon. Prevented one Stalker from getting in. Maybe not worth it, but no Mutalisks lost in the engagement. But his losses are definitely mounting. Oh, and he did get a little bit of a sight on my Overlord there, and he has to check the income right now. He's still way behind. He's trying to catch up. He's got to restart pro production. He desperately needs to get his economy going right now because he's in dire straits. Although he is pretty low on money, and he needs to be able to hold my forces at bay. And this observer is seeing this. The observer is just watching this queen go to town. And he's like, guys, we're gonna have a problem here in a few minutes, as the creep spread is just halfway across the map right now. Infestation Pit going down, probably going to go for that Hive Tech, maybe for Infestors, and getting +2 across the board. 2-2 on my Zerglings, +2 attack on my Mutalisks, which are taking a little bit of a break right now, trying to recharge their energy, or well, recharge their health, not have any energy. And it looks like we're going to throw some Photon Cannons up. Interesting he throws them back here. This is an interesting entry point Mutalisks could try to take, but is it really necessary? I mean, one here is probably not bad, although it could possibly get easily sniped without him being able to defend it, so maybe something closer in the middle line would be better. But these I don't know about. Maybe some over here to detract my Mutalisks, because in here they come and they're going to spot that, and there's only one pylon firing it, and only 2 cannons have begun, and they only get a couple of shots off. One or two Mutalisks did go down there, but it is also keeping his army stuck in his base and scrambling around. He's going to try to throw down the pylon to repower those cannons, but it's just not looking good right now. He's putting all of his money into getting his defenses up, but he doesn't have much of an army right now. It's 164 to 90, which I guess I could have just looked up here. I didn't need to bring up the army tab, but I'm used to casting 1v1s, and we have all these extra nice features right now. And the Queen's still going to town with those creep tumors. Really encroaching on his territory. 12 more Mutalisks are just about ready to pop. Burrow on the way. Overlord speed on the way. Looks like the +2 Mutalisk attack is done. He is getting a Stargate, but I think it's really too late to go for the Stargate tech. He can't afford it, especially not on 2 bases, especially not on his economy, which is not that good. I have double his economy, and Hive on the way. What is he going to be able to do about this? What is he going to be able to do? 2 Stargates. If he's going to do this, he really needs to expand. I think he'd be better off just getting that Twilight Council back and trying to research Blink. Blink will hold off Mutalisks for quite some time until their numbers get too crazy, which actually they're kind of getting close to that right now, so it may even be too late for Blink Stalkers. I mean, what's he going to get against this? Storm or Mass Phoenix? And, well, he still has his army back in space. That's going to help for me from doing too much damage, but I'm going to get a couple of pylons. Oh, was not able to snipe that one. Would have unpowered all of these buildings. But oh, his Colossus are kind of caught out of position. No one to defend them, and he's just taking so many losses. And his Thermal Lance upgrade is coming, but what's it going to be used for? And one more pylon's going to go down. Taking so many losses, and he's just scrambling around, and what can he do? I think losing that Twilight Council was bad, and oh, it looks like now we've angered the Swarm, and here come the Zerglings. 2-2 upgrade is done. He's going to bring his Stalkers in, but there's no sentries, barely any Zealots, and Zerglings are not that bad against Stalkers, and there are no upgrades either. And with the Mutalisks supporting from behind, who do you target? And that is going to be it for his army. He's got nothing else left to defend. 56 more Zerglings on the way. And there's the GG. So it looks like I'm going to take this series 2-0. But well played, and hopefully we'll get some more tournament games for you in the future. But until then, have a day.